Alright folks, hope you're ready for a fun adventure today, because we are going to go and hit up the small town of Villa Maria, which sits just on the other side of the Rio Magdalena from Manizales. If you see all the way up here, we've got the downtown area with the cathedral. We've got Chipre on this hillside. Down here is El Rio Magdalena. And today we're actually going to walk straight through the front to the back of Villa Maria. And I've got a very, very beautiful looking spot that we're going to go. So it should be fun. Should be interesting. I filmed for like 4.5 hours yesterday. I went up to like the richest and coolest and most popular expat neighborhood in Manizales, which is Milan. And it was completely dead. In fact, it was so dead that I got home and I erased all the footage. Absolutely boring as could be. Wasted a lot of money, or not a lot of money, but a lot of pesos. So today I decided, forget the neighborhoods, man. Like, we're gonna have to walk through a couple in Villa Maria to get where we're going. But it should be good. Should be really, really good. It's about a 45-minute walk once we get to where we're going here in Villa Maria. And as usual, I've never gone. I have not really mapped it out. I kind of know which road, but you know, we might get a little bit lost. It's okay. It's okay. I think Lost in Colombia might become a thing on the channel because it happens to me all the time. Anyways, coming up on the station in Villa Maria here, and I'll get back with you guys when we come into the main plaza. Alright, so once you come out of the station in Villa Maria, you are met with a beautiful little plaza, usually full of people, vendors. There's restaurants and bars everywhere. There's tourist attractions. There's actually a little office here where you can find real tours and stuff like that. It's a pretty cool spot. As you can see, it's still early in the day. It's just about noon. So there's not a whole lot going on here. Lots of ice cream stands, some coffee, stuff like that. Not a ton happening today. It is a weekday and it is only noon, so I feel like most people are probably working. I think I'm gonna maybe grab some snacks before we head up. I should definitely grab something to drink because we're gonna be walking for a while, and we will not be spending much time actually in the city here, so I should grab something to drink before we go. All right, let's see. I'm kind of feeling a Gatorade today, but oh, they've got, oh, it's no sugar. Who gets a Gatorade with no sugar? What's the point? Isn't it the whole point of a Gatorade to get a bunch of sugar in you? And as far as snacks go, they got a bunch of chips here, but I might want something a little more substantial. Let's see if they got like some beef jerky or something. Who knows? Just get a pack of tortillas, I guess. So we got our snacks. Got these Todo Rico barbecue. It's basically, there's another brand called De Toritos. It's really popular here. It's basically like a knockoff of that. It's got potato chips, plantain chips, and pork rinds, barbecue flavor. Anyways, we got the snacks and we walked a little ways down We're heading like 4 or 5 more blocks down, and then we're gonna take a left, and then we're gonna go straight out the backside of the city and up into the hills. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I'm very happy that I found this place. I basically, when I'm about to do an episode or whatever, when I'm about to film something, I basically just go on Google Maps, find something that looks interesting, and then I just go there. I mean, I've heard of Milan, the rich neighborhood that I went to yesterday. I've heard of it. I've been to it one time, just very, very quickly. And I did want to explore more of it and maybe talk to some other expats and stuff. I was not expecting it to be so incredibly boring. It's a place full of bars and clubs, so I kind of get that it wasn't popping at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but I was pretty disappointed to see that there was basically maybe 10 people on the streets all together, and yeah, there was just nothing to see, no one to talk to, nothing to do, so I erased all of that footage. Whoops, I almost disturbed this man's slumber. Now that is a very common sight here in Colombia. People just, I mean, it's not even all, I'm pretty sure that guy is homeless, but it's not even all just homeless folks. There's like a culture here of, you know, say like construction workers on their breaks will lay down in the middle of the street and take a nap. Well, not in the street, but you know, on a sidewalk or whatever. Wherever they are, they'll just take a nap. And it makes it seem like there's a lot more homeless than there are. But it also depends on the city. Like, in my area, in the Eje Cafetero, where I am, which is the coffee axis in English. I think I said coffee triangle before, but coffee axis. There's not a lot of refugees from Venezuela, but if you go up to the northern coast, like Santa Marta, Cartagena, that area kind of closer to the Venezuelan border, Las Amazonas, areas like that, you'll see them absolutely everywhere. The government hasn't done much to help them out, so they're on the street begging a lot. They're sleeping on the sidewalks and in the parks. It's actually really sad. So they come here to get out of Venezuela, get out of the horrible situation that's going on there, and they can't find work, they can't find shelter, and then they just end up on the streets, which I guess I've never been to Venezuela. I can't say whether that's better or not, but it doesn't seem like they've improved their situation at all. It's really sad. As you can see, we've got beautiful blue skies today. Didn't see any rain on the weather app, but obviously those can be very confused and wrong even at the best of times, and being in the middle of the Andes is not the best of times for weather apps. Colombia is one of the rainiest countries in the world, mostly thanks to the Amazon rainforest taking up so much of the country, but this is actually one of the rainiest cities in Colombia, which kind of depends on the season, I suppose. Hey, you speak English? So, ¿en serio? ¿Cómo te va? ¿Ah?
Where you from?
Estados Unidos. ¿Y tú, Villa María?
I'm from Bogotá.
Bogotá, ¿en serio? Viví en Bogotá 3 meses, pero prefiero mucho a Manizales y Villa María.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful, sí. Hablas más inglés que he escuchado en Colombia hace mucho tiempo. Nadie, en mi experiencia, nadie en Colombia habla mucho inglés, solo muy poco. Pero bueno, qué bueno para ti, Rafael. Uy, no, qué calor el día de desierto.
I live here.
Por aquí.
Here.
Listo. Muchas
Goodbye.
gracias. Chao, hasta luego. That kid speaks more English than almost anybody I've met in Colombia. Rafael, what a cool dude. I wasn't sure. I heard somebody say, "Hey," behind me. And I wasn't sure if that was
Hey, bro.
Hey, what's going on? ¿Qué más?
¿Todo bien?
Bien, bien, gracias a Dios.
contenido?
Dime.
¿Sacas contenido?
Sí, más o menos. Es un canal muy nuevo, pero sí, trato de mostrar el eje cafetero y Manizales, Villa María.
How many subscribers?
30, 30. ¿Vives aquí en Villa María? ¿Hace cuánto? ¿En tu vida?
All my life.
¿En serio?
Toda mi vida.
Pero hablas inglés? More than most people in Colombia.
Yeah,
I don't hear.
I can hold my own.
I don't hear a lot of English here.
No.
No, but it's very cool, man.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah, it's,
I like speaking English.
I like speaking Spanish, but I have to learn more.
Yeah, I know. I see that because I started talking in English and you.
I speak Spanish too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's difficult for me to switch, to change back and forth, but it's fun.
And where are you from?
Estados Unidos.
What
Yeah,
part?
from Minnesota, in the north.
Yeah. You like biking?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vikings fan, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, I don't have the jersey, but yeah, definitely a fan. I grew up there.
Minnesota.
But I want a Once Caldas jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I want to go to one of the games too.
How long have you been here?
7 months.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, and last year I was coming because I didn't have a visa, so I had to go home for 3 months and I would come here. It's been fun though. I love living here. I love being in Colombia.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're gonna subscribe to your channel.
En serio?
Yeah.
Ay, gracias,
Claro.
señor. I'll
Super
put
Squash.
you in the video. Super Squash.
That's
Super,
okay. Super.
And then yeah. This will be my 4th video. Yesterday I went to Milan in Manizales
Yeah.
to film. There's absolutely nothing happening. It was so boring that I deleted it. Borré todo.
You lost your time.
Yeah, exactly. And 50,000 pesos. Well, that was fun. People see the camera and they hear some English and they want to practice. They want to know what's going on. They want to follow the channel. I had that kid Rafael said that he's been taking private lessons from a Canadian guy to learn English, and then he walked up towards his house and he came back down while I was talking to the second guy and gave me his number and said like, hey, you want to teach me some English, hit me up. And he tried to give me like 800 pesos. I'm like, no bro, you keep your money, we'll talk if there's classes or whatever, we'll talk. But he tried to pay me just, I'm not even sure what for. But no, we don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want your money. We want your subscription. So we made it to the edge of town, more or less anyways. A soccer pitch down here, but so basically we're gonna there's a road that goes right up like that and around the back of this hill. So we're gonna head up here. It looks like on the maps maybe I'll have to cut through some greenery or something, but I'm sure we can find a way up there. It's not so bad. But yeah, we'll take the road up around the other side of the hill, and then we'll kind of be out there, man. We'll kind of be, I mean, there's a little bit more going on down there, but for the most part we'll be out of the city. Alright, so I was on the right road. It's right down there. I just climbed up into this nice bamboo stand for a quick pee break. I am going to put the camera away again because right where I stopped there was a couple of dudes smoking a joint on the side of the road. I don't want to bother them, but I don't know if you guys can see this. There's a bird right here-ish, blue and green. They're called barranqueros. It's like I don't know if it's the official bird of this area or what, but they're incredible. They live in they dig holes in these hillsides. They go like 3 feet deep and then get bigger. I'll throw a picture up. I have only ever seen one in all my time here. I'm gonna try and get closer. He's looking right at me. Man, I hope you can see him. Absolutely gorgeous birds. Crazy looking animals. Hey bud, I won't hurt you, okay? I just want to get you on camera. Look at the tail. You got these feather tufts. Oh man, he flew off. Well, what can you do? You guys saw the picture, it's fine. Anyways, I'm gonna put the camera away because these dudes smoking a joint are right down there, and I don't know how they feel about being on camera. I'm starting to realize now it was really silly of me to leave the house without sunscreen, because we are up in the hills. Like, we're way up in the Andes. We're thousands of feet up, and the UV is pretty strong here compared to, like, say, Minnesota. And yeah, every time I go out for a whole day in the sunshine, I end up getting burnt. And now I'm realizing I'm already burning. We're not even there yet. Okay, don't ask me right now what this plant is called. I will have to, I'll put the name up on the screen. But this is the tallest flower in the world. And this plant down here only puts up a stalk once in its life, or at least it's believed that it does. We learned about this at the coffee plantation. They use this plant to make their sacks to export their coffee. But here this stalk is a flower. And it is the tallest flower in the world. I'm gonna get up under this thing and look, it almost looks like a palm tree, doesn't it? Or some kind of goofy tree thing. Yeah. Anyways, kind of neat. You rarely ever see them actually flowering. They've got the plant everywhere in Colombia, but to actually see the stalk coming up, thing's like 25 feet tall. It's a flower. Alright guys, we have officially made it. Check it out. Cascada las Mariposas. As you can see, it's right here off the road. And well, let's get down there. Woo! Luckily it hasn't been raining too much lately. Because otherwise this would be really slick. And your boy is wearing flip-flops. Well, as you can see, I'm wearing different clothes. Let me tell you why. I came down here yesterday and I filmed everything you've seen up until now. And then the GoPro died. And that's when I realized, you know, I'm obviously an amateur YouTuber because I forgot to bring the spare battery, or the battery pack. So I filmed all of this good stuff you're about to see with my cell phone, which was great because my cell phone has a great camera, and everything went well. I was able to get a lot of good footage, but it wasn't until this morning when I was editing the video that I realized I filmed it all vertically, like a TikTok. Like a TikTok. Whereas all the footage previous to that looked like this. So I didn't even try to make it work. I just packed up my little bag and came back out here. Probably have it all to myself, completely alone back here. You know, it's a good 40 minutes or so outside of town, down a dirt road, and I've seen a couple of people walking on the road here and there. I've seen a couple of cars, a couple of motorcycles, but for the most part, you know, we're just out here, and there's nobody else. I will say, this water is really cold. I mean, it's freezing cold. It's these rivers, most of the rivers and streams around here are coming from glaciers in the mountaintops. Actually, most of the mountaintops that are high enough around here to have glaciers are actually volcanoes. There's Nevado de Ruiz, there's Tolima, there's one more whose name I cannot remember at the moment, but hold on, I just found a frog. Check that guy out. Oh, there he goes. Cool, wildlife. Let's go. I'm just gonna tell you guys right now, I'm a little sad because I see a person up there. They're out of view now, but there's definitely somebody up there. Not that I was, you know, not that this is my stream or anything, but yesterday I had it to myself. Anyways, let's enjoy the view. I'm gonna put this camera away because the person I saw is a child, probably like a 12-year-old, in their underwear and soaking wet. So I'm gonna put the camera away. We'll be back in a few minutes. We'll be back. Well, that is not the Cascada de las Mariposas. It's actually up and above, so we're gonna have to find a way up there. And I think I know exactly what I'm doing. We officially made it. That's what we came for, folks. Check this place out. Took me about 1 hour to walk here today. Yesterday it was a little bit longer. I kind of fooled around in Villa Maria for a little bit. But today I came straight out. It was about an hour and 10 minutes. Look at this place. Alright, let's get up there and get in, huh? So I don't know if you guys can hear me or not over the sound of this waterfall, but I'm gonna have to get in there. And I don't care if the water is absolutely freezing cold. I don't care. Yeah, that's cool. Should we take a look at the kind of place we're working with here? Oh. It's just a hole in the mountainside. Well, that was fun. That was more fun than yesterday when I did this the first time. That was absolutely, I mean, what a place. What a place. And only an hour walk from the middle of Manizales, or I guess the edge of Manizales, but you know, the middle of the city, really. Manizales is bigger than Minneapolis, where I'm from. So to be able to walk to a place like this in so little time, What a blessing. So, as you can see, in typical Colombian fashion, this place does have a bunch of trash, even though it's pretty out of the way. I tried to pick up about as much as I could fit in this bag, but unfortunately there's a lot more here. But I'll be back. It'd be nice to clean this place up and to be able to come here every week and just enjoy it, because, man, come on, please, what a spot. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I think I'm gonna leave it here because I'm taking the same route back that I took out here, and it's, you know, there's not gonna be anything more for you guys to see. If anything interesting happens, I will record it, I promise. Otherwise, thank you for coming with me today. And I hope you guys get a chance to do something like this someday. But if you ever come to Colombia, don't come here, because this is my spot. Ciao. Hello there, look at you guys. Are you friendly? You seem friendly. You don't seem very scared. They're just babies. Oh, he's friendly. He's very friendly. Hi. Hi. ¿Cómo vas? Huh? ¿Cómo están? Huh? You? No. What about this guy over here? Hey, dude. What's up? What do you think? Big no. All right.